Is there anything you miss doing as a kid that you wish you could do now?
As a kid, well, you know, now as far as a kid's life, you know, we don't have it like that like you guys have it. All I can remember is as a kid. Now, when we were about 3 years old, we'd have to be out there in those fields with a mouthful of rubber bands, and the reason you keep them in your mouth is it's easier than keep reaching in your pocket with cold hands. But what we had to do is we had to get these cauliflower, and we have to cover them up with the leaves, and then tie it with a rubber band. So basically, all of our young life was mostly working. We worked all summer. Uh, During the winter, we would be going to school, but there, any time that you're off, like weekends, it was always going out somewhere to work, and so if I had to do it all over again, I'm not sure whether I would like to do all of that manual labor.
Was this your parents' farm, or was this a farm that they worked on?
Okay. Before camp, it was the parents' farms. Okay, we were what you call truck farmers, which means in today's market that would be,
Migrant?
growing produce. No, we had anything from sugar cane, blackberries or boysenberries or whatever it was, and of course the lettuce and whatever produce that they had. I'm glad it wasn't tomatoes, because if you've ever picked tomatoes in the heat, it might be 100 degrees, but it's at least 130 in between those tomato plants, and they're just lined up. So now I don't know if I would want to go through all of that again.
Was there anything fun that you did? Because I heard one story, and I don't know if it was an imagination, but that you and maybe your brothers ran after an ice cream truck and jumped on the back and took the lids off and licked it.
I don't remember that, but I guess one thing that we all got chicken pox from
Oh no.
is there was this stuff that had, I don't know, some kind of a bird or whatever it was inside there. And we were trying to bombard that thing, and we all ended up with either the chicken pox or something. But
Don't think
or
they get chicken pox.
actually, some of our fun was, I know it seems so stupid nowadays, but my brother used to, pull this thing with a horse. Okay, this is back in the
Y'all
horse
had a
and buggies.
horse?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is back in the late 30s and early 40s. By 42, we went to camp, but he would drag this big piece of log. It must have been 10, 15 feet long, on the back of a horse. Okay, so our fun was hanging on to that
Log as
that
long
log
as you could.
and just get pulled along into right in the dirt. We're just no shirt, no nothing.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, and there was another thing you told me about. You had a porch,
Yeah.
and then you scoot on
Okay.
the rocking chair.
This porch was pretty good size, and we used to race rocking chairs across the room. Yeah. And Carol asked me about this Japanese song that I would sing once in a while.
That's right.
It was a Japanese song. Akebo buron buron nippo, and it would rocking away.
Your mother would be playing. it.
No, my sister would be playing
Oh,
it, but
people playing.
other than that, there was not a whole lot of fun things that we used to do. I guess later on when we were in junior high, but I guess it would be junior high. You know, we used to ride bikes anywhere. I mean, we rode the bike like 30 miles without even letting the parents know that we left. So we'd end up at my sister's house, which was about, I would say maybe 30 miles away. And this is during the summer, so, you know, you never have to worry about getting hungry because you got peaches on the side of the road, you got grapes, just about anything you want to eat.
Yeah, but weren't those on somebody's private?
Yeah, well, heck yeah,
Oh.
but it's right alongside the road. You're not gonna pick a whole bunch of them, and, you know, but just enough to
Eat
keep
and go.
going. Yeah, yeah,
Not even washing them.
yeah. Well, some of the things we used to do in
Oh, they
camp
probably
now-
didn't have as many insecticides then.
Well, insecticide, we used to spray DDT on the cucumbers and tomatoes and stuff like that. All right, yeah, I feel like a cucumber, so you get a cucumber, just wipe it off like that.
Good to go.
Put a hole in the center, you know, cut the top off, put a hole in the center, stick that soy sauce in there,
Then eat it.
and eat them just like that.
Simple food, huh?
Yeah, simple.
And right.
All right, well, how about you? What do you remember doing fun when you were little?
Well, I think I really had a pretty easy life. My parents gave us a lot of opportunities, and we used to go to Roding Park Zoo, and then we'd have my parents were Buddhists, and so we'd go to Buddhist church, and they had activities. They had a junior YBA and then a YBA, Young Buddhist Association. So we used to. In fact, the second time I met you, wasn't at the carnival.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, we would make leis, and then they would have different booths, and you meet all these guys and girls, and anyway, I met Pete again the second time there. But anyway, fun things, yeah, those were fun things. Oh, I played basketball. Actually, I was a guard. I wasn't that great, but you know, because I was kind of big. But anyway, I played basketball, you know, and we used to travel too. Playing basketball. That was enjoyable. Let's see. We used to do a lot of things with our parents. We'd go to Pismo Beach. I don't know if you know where that is, and we used to go clamming, and then Papa used to take us fishing. So yeah, we had a pretty easy life. Oh, and actually our school, our high school, was the first school in the whole nation that was so integrated. You know, we had people from all over, you know, all ethnic backgrounds, and then also people from Europe and from China, from Japan. I don't remember for China, but from Japan and other foreign countries that went to our high school. And it was first school in the nation. So, you know, I had the big opportunity to meet all different people, and it was just like a big family. In fact, when we had our 50th reunion, we had about 300 people come to that reunion because they loved Edison High School. And it wasn't just our class, it was I graduated in 61, but it was 59, 60, 61, 62, you know, different classes came. And even the teachers came, not all of them, of course, but they enjoyed it so much. And in fact, I heard that some of the teachers and students, they get together every month and, you know, have coffee and have breakfast at one of the fast food places. But that was a big opportunity. So it was, I really appreciated that. So when we moved to the South, it was like people would ask us when we moved to Gainesville, Georgia for 3 years, and then we moved here. And even last year or this year, somebody asked me, it was about a couple months ago. They said, "Oh, you speak English?" And I went, "Yeah, a little bit," but we didn't. I really didn't realize I was Japanese until we moved to the South, because people always asked us, "How long have you been here?" And I went, "Well, or you're English. You speak English so well." Then I'd have an answer for that. But I never. I always enjoyed talking to them because I was educating a lot of people. In fact, even now, when I go speak to the Troy University or Wallace, well, I feel like I'm helping to educate people about Japanese Americans.